Even if you think about it, you are going to see that it is not the best option. If I'm the visa officer, I would not give a visa to anybody who hasn't. Beautiful people, welcome back to our channel, and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time here, do not forget to subscribe, guys. It is very important for you to subscribe to the channel and support the movement. Thank you so much. So guys, today's video, I want to talk about some issues you need to know if you are going to be applying for a visa to Canada come 2024. Now, I am going to be talking only to those that are depending on people to sponsor them. For example, if you graduated from school for like maybe 2019, 2020, 2021, or if you are maybe above 26 years, 25, 26, 27 years and above, then this video is for you. I'm still going to talk about those who are below and those who recently graduated from school. So let me trash these people for now. If you are an international student and you would be applying for a Canada visa very soon, remember the visa officer wants to understand what you have been doing in your home country. They want to actually know what you have been doing when you left school. So because there are a lot of people who graduated from school and up to date they still don't have jobs, and it's difficult for them. A lot of people still don't even have bank accounts, so it's difficult for you to say that you have an account. Now let's assume that your sponsor is in the United States of America or in Nigeria or in Canada or anywhere around the world, and would be supplying his or her bank statement to you. Excellent. And when they supply this bank statement and you use the bank statement only with their documentations and apply for the visa, there are high chances that your visa will be rejected. A lot of people do not know this. I am talking about this because I have received a lot of questions, a lot of issues from people asking me different questions on how they can tackle all of this, and I decided to bring this video here. If you are from this age gap and your sponsor is going to sponsor you, let's say that the sponsor gives you his or her bank statement and you do not attach your own bank statement to the bank statement given by your sponsor, and equally you do not show enough evidence of the things you have been doing back then in your home country, then this is going to be a problem for you. How do I put it? Let me explain better so that you understand certain things here. Remember, the visa officer is interested in you. Of course, they want to give you the visa, but they do not want to give the visa to people that have not been doing anything, that have not been contributing to anything. Remember, you graduated more than 4 years ago. Let's just say more than 3 years ago. Remember, you are above 26 years old, so you have probably reached your adult stage. Now, there are a lot of things as an adult, the visa officer, right? Let's think now like a visa officer. The visa officer is aware. The visa officer needs to know that you are currently doing them. This is why I always tell people that you cannot be married and you are depending on people to sponsor you or your wife. It is practically impossible, and even if you think about it, you are going to see that it is not the best option. If I'm the visa officer, I would not give a visa to anybody who hasn't got a bank statement and is at least 30 years old. Now, where am I driving to? I'm trying to explain to you that if you apply for the visa, getting the bank statement from your sponsor and you left school like 3 or 4 years ago and you are above 26 years, you do not show that you have been saving money. First, you need to have a bank account. If you do not have a bank account, at least you need to show that you have been doing something to generate your own little money. Even if the account you are using or the account you are going to use is not the best, like there is no money, enough money inside, I would still advise you to use it. If you are working, of course, bring your employment contracts, bring your pay slips, bring your bank statement, bring your leave letter. If your bank statement is not that powerful, still bring it because you already have a sponsor. Now, in the case where your salary does not pass through the bank statement, there is no problem. You go to where your salary usually comes in from, you collect the statement from there, you attach to your application, and you make the visa official now to understand that this application, your salary does not come directly from your employer to your bank account, but it comes from another source. You show evidence, then tell them that once you collect the salary, you now transfer it to your original account. You understand? Then you explain again, if there are other monies that comes into that account which is not from your salary, you explain as well. Because if the money is too much and you are saying that you are earning just 100k per month and the money is too much, maybe 400, 500, the visa officer will be curious to know how you got this other remaining balance. So for you to be very tactical and explain detailedly, you need to explain to the visa officer what you have been doing ever since you left school, and also show your bank statement. If you do not show your bank statement, it is going to be a very big problem for them. And again, I would not even advise you to apply without your bank statement. That's why I always tell people that tell your sponsor to transfer the money into your own personal account. All right, because when they transfer the money into your account, it speaks volume. The visa officer will now understand that, okay, these people, they do not want to be in charge of the money. That's why they are transferring it, so that you can have power and access over the money whenever you need it. This is the first thing. Do not go for visa application if you are above 26 years without a bank account. It is not good. If your wife is married to you already, or your husband is married to you already, it will be wise for you people, one of you, to sponsor yourself, not another relative, because they might start looking at it as if you guys do not have enough money and you want to use a family relative to apply for the visa. So you may find it hard to convince Canadian officials. So this is the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is, if you didn't know, remember that as soon as you are asked to go and do medicals, it means that your visa is 95% ready. There is no way they can reject that visa again from you, except that you have problems. Because sometimes when you are asked to go and do medicals, they want you to do the medicals so that they can then approve your visa. But if you are asked to do medicals and later on your visa is rejected, please check very well. You are going to notice that there are a lot of things that contributed to that visa being rejected. And again, when you already submitted your visa application, or when your visa is in process, please do not do some certain things that may jeopardize your health system later. Stay away from certain things, and remember that if they find complications, it's going to be bad for you. I think they usually check your ribs, they will check your blood sample, they will check your urine to be sure that you do not have any maybe infectious stuff, or maybe anything related to blood and stuff like that. So that's the reason they always ask for medicals. Go and do your medicals. And sometimes when you are asked to go and do the medical, know that your visa is 95% guarantee. Please put all of this into consideration. There are a lot of things I would like to mention here, but for today, let's take this one and digest it. Remember that if you intend to move, or if you are preparing to move to Canada, you have to, first of all, you do not need accommodation. That's the first thing. You can look for your accommodation when you arrive Canada. And again, remember that these things are highly competitive. Apply as early as possible and relax and wait for the rest. I hope this video will help you. Please do not forget that you are not just showing the bank statement, you are showing how you got all the monies inside. And to those international students who have been asking me, Milton, can I study abroad if I have just ordinary level certificate and advanced level certificate? To those of you who have been asking me if you can study abroad with your baccalaureate examination, your CAP, your probatoire and baccalaureate examination or results, and to those of you who have been asking me if you can study abroad with WAEC certificates only, this is a video for you to watch. And please, if you are new here, do not forget to share this video and like the video. Press the like button and also subscribe to our channel while sharing, so that somebody can benefit from this information. If you are new here, my name is Milton. Please remember, Milton said on a particular day that with your high school documents, you can study abroad. Now, this is the difference, and this is what a lot of people do not understand. There are certain countries where using just your high school documents, you will not get admissions. There are certain places, if you have been out of school for maybe like 3, 4 or 5 years and above, you may not get admissions. Now, the easiest place you can get admissions to using just your O levels, your A levels, your WAEC, your NECO, and your baccalaureate, your WASI, that has been old. Like if you haven't been to school for like 3, 4, 5, 6 or even 10 years, you can use your high school documents and apply to this particular country. The country is Canada. Do you know why I said so? Because in Europe, the competition is high. They will not drop people who recently left high school and take you that have been out of school for a very long time. If you are looking for a country where you can use your high school documents, your WAEC certificate that you haven't used, that you got 10 years or even 15 years back, I will advise you to get a college in Canada. Apply to colleges in Canada, and if you can apply to many colleges as possible, you stand a chance to get admissions and of course defend your title. But remember, you are now applying to something that when you are doing the application, make sure you are applying to something that relates to what you are actually doing at the moment, not what you did some maybe 3, 4 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Apply to what you are doing at the moment. This way is going to give you upper hand to get whatsoever thing you need. I hope you understand. So with those who have been asking me, can I study in Canada? Can I study abroad? You can study abroad. The reason why I choose Canada is because it is going to be easy for you to go into colleges and study a diploma program, a certificate program, or even into universities like Manitoba and Saskatchewan. It will be easy to get admissions than in Europe, because sometimes in Europe the competition is so high and a lot of people are applying because of the cost. I hope you enjoy this. Till we meet again.